Indeed. And let's end with digital ID. So the digital ID policy is the policy agenda is moving ahead. Following the establishment, as we reported on some time ago, of the Office for Digital Identities and Attributes, well, the British regime is working on introducing a digital voter authority certificate and using digital versions of identification documents stored in the gov.uk wallet that we're all going to have at polling stations as part of its review of voter ID policy. This was announced in response to the Electoral Commission's report on the 2024 elections published last week. I'll just quote from this. It says, we are exploring digital versions of identification documents in general as part of our review of the voter ID policy, and will alongside this consider the possibility of introducing digital voter authority certificates. Digital IDs, they say, are becoming increasingly common, and a digital voter authority certificate could provide benefits, particularly in terms of convenience for the elector. So there you go. That's what's going to bring it in, is convenience. Now, in the meantime, Politics Home is reporting that a group of many of the 2024 batch of MPs are demanding digital ID to stave off the Reform Party, because apparently MPs see digital ID as driving public services. This is a quote: driving public services, cutting spending, reducing welfare fraud, improving law enforcement and controlling borders. And they see this as being a pushback against Farage and Reform. But they also seem to be suggesting that digital ID would enable the benefits system to move to a so-called contributory model, where benefits are paid in. Where benefits that are paid back to the person are based on what's already been paid in the system, similar to what's going on in Denmark. So the question is, will the British people go for all this? The answer is possibly yes, although since the survey here on screen was carried out by Thales, who are selling their own mobile ID smart app, I think we need to take this with a fairly huge pinch of salt. Anyway, Thales are claiming that in their survey that of 1,000 people, so not a huge number, that a third have a store of documents such as passports and driving licenses held on their mobile devices in an insecure way at the moment. And so they are also suggesting that perhaps unsurprisingly, younger people are more likely to do this. Now, finally, on this issue for today, the UK regime has, you'll be pleased to know, signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Anthropic. This is a US-based company which describes itself as an AI safety and research company. The UK government clearly think they need to provide cover for what they're doing with digital ID and AI. And make no mistake, there are two sides. These are two sides of the same coin. So remember, anyone in this country or everyone in this country is going to be genomically sequenced as part of the recently announced plans for AI in this country. And that only works if genomic sequences are linked to digital ID. So it's interesting that they're trying to bring in this company from the United States to persuade us all that it's all perfectly all right and all perfectly safe. We'll talk about this more in extra, I'm sure, but we've got to leave the news for today. I'm going to say thank you very much to Vanessa, Sandy and Charles for today's news. So thank you all for watching. Stick around on the stream if you are a UK Column member. Otherwise, don't forget the interview, Brian's interview tomorrow at 1 p.m. But we'll see you again on Friday at 1 for another news program. See you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.